Hey,
Thank you for doing this. Long time fan of yours. The first question I have is, are you Mike or are you Michael to everybody?
it doesn't matter to me. I don't notice the difference.
Okay, well, I became a big fan of yours because of the movie Black Dynamite. And I heard an interview that you did with Adam Carolla on his podcast. And when I heard about your work ethic, your commitment to your work, how much really goes into the craft, I went, wow, this is a lifer. This is a guy who really cares about what he does and wants to produce, direct, write, etc. So let's first talk about the Commando. When did you actually finish it?
Oh boy, like a year ago or something like that. Yeah, it's like once I'm done with something, I really it's hard for me to remember when it was done, but it feels like about a year ago. It was during the COVID thing. Yeah, so.
Well, what or who was your gateway into the project? Was it Koji, or was it a producer?
Yeah, I was a producer, Jacob Bresler. He got me the script, and he's a friend. And I read it, and I was really blown away by the writing. It was like to the point. It felt real, solid. So I was like, okay, let's move on, and we eventually got the movie done.
Well, one of the things I called attention to at the beginning, starting with such a high compliment of, well, you're amazing, so don't disappoint me. With your work ethic, do you actually memorize the whole script in advance, or are you like a 2 to 3 pages, what are we working on today? I'll memorize it for tomorrow kind of guy?
No, I mean, I'll read the script one time, and then, I guess there'll be notes and everything else. But I never make the mistake of like galvanizing what the scene is until I'm there. You never know. You get on set and maybe this is something that you realize would be whispered, and because somebody could overhear you. So I like to forget everything almost, and then when I'm shooting it that day, just kind of bring the world back in and the reality back in. You never know what the other actor is going to bring. So I always stay just very liquid. I just stay very, very much like these words just came to me. That's the idea that I go about.
Well, was this film done in sequence of the script? Most films are not, but you never know these days.
Oh, definitely not. No. It usually goes by your location. You got to shoot out that location and you move on. Unless you got money to like burn, then you could shoot it. Only like, the Scorsese's, if he wanted to, he could shoot something in continuity. But usually people don't have that luxury.
Got it. For the Commando, was a lot of research needed for this particular role? For example, when hey, I'm going to be around Mickey Rourke playing a DEA agent, how would that be handled? Or are you just at this point, okay, I can do this, whatever?
Oh, no. Things change like always. Like, so I have a lot of friends who are, and family members who are connected to different things. Sometimes there was an issue on this movie where I had a scene with Jeff Fahey, and the scene was altered. It didn't, a scene that was supposed to be originally written for that occurred outside my house now occurred of me going into the precinct to talk to this guy, right? And since that was a whole different set of circumstances, I'm like, wait a minute, how would a DEA agent speak to a guy, a local sheriff in his place? So I call my friend Charlie, who is a DEA agent and has worked for FBI, Homeland Security, and everything else. And we're myself, the director, the producers, we're like on the phone with him, making sure we got everything correctly. And so sometimes those things change, So definitely, I always want to be accurate. So that certain parts of that scene was written right before we did it, because we had to have the correct information.
Something I just learned is DEA is hard to say. You don't
Yes,
think
it is.
so, but it's really hard to say. So two quick questions, and then you're a free man. And the first one is, the Commando is the new movie, but are you allowed to say what's next or which project is being released next?
Well, yeah, I think so. I mean, there's, I don't know. I'm not good with remembering, but I think I just got something. There's something that was released called. Oh, geez, I told you I'm not good at it. Shoot, the Friday, Black Friday. Black Friday is a horror comedy that just got released. There's this, and then I've got some other things coming up. I can't remember, but definitely the Commando is going to be coming out June 7th.
Okay.
No,
January
7th. Jeez, I told you I'm terrible. I'm just terrible.
No, it is an honor and a privilege. And the last thing I want to know is, for the third or the fourth time now, complimenting what you've accomplished in your work ethic. It seems like you are where you wanted to be years and years ago. But is there anything you haven't yet accomplished in your career that you're still working towards? I said, because you've been the lead, you've been on the producing end, you've been on the writing end. Is there something you haven't done yet you're still holding out hope for that's the end goal?
Well, I mean, I still feel like I was just started. I've started my own my own production and my own studio, basically. So now I'm going to really get a chance to do the things I want to do. So this is really an interesting time. 2022 is going to I'm going to be showing the industry really what I'm about.
Well, you've come a long way from being military policeman number 2 on Saved by the Bell. So
thank you.
Keep up the greatness, and seriously, thank you for your time, Michael.
Thank you.
Paltrocast.